What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the tasting table, and today we're getting ready for Cinco de Mayo. So today we're gonna make one of my favorite drinks in honor of Cinco de Mayo, the classic margarita. So we're gonna use top shelf stuff. I've got the Clase Azul Reposado, and I've got the French Cointreau liqueur, which is an orange liqueur. And we're gonna use a lime and some salt for the rim. Very simple, very classic margarita recipe. Let's get started. So I'm gonna make this margarita extremely simple, extremely quick, and extremely tasty. Now, we're gonna need a shaker. Now what I like to do is, the typical recipe requires 2 ounces of tequila, about an ounce of Cointreau, and about an ounce of lime juice. So what I like to do is, not everyone has the exact measurement devices at home. So what you do is, I take a shot glass, which is about an ounce. And what I'm gonna start with is the Clase Azul. Actually, let's give it a little ring. All right, so what you do is, start with the Clase Azul. Give it a little pour. 1 and 2. So now we've got the tequila in there. I need to use the right hand for that. Got the tequila in there. Now we're gonna go 1 ounce or 1 shot glass of the Cointreau. Perfect. Now, we're gonna cut up a lime. Let's move this over. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get my cutting board out. Knife. Take a nice fresh lime. Cut it right in the middle. And I'd say about half of a lime should be enough for this margarita. What you need to get is one of these. This will save you so much time, effort, and it's super efficient. So you open it up, put the lime inside. What I like to do is slowly, you can see, I'll do it on camera so you can see. So you want to put this inside and press. If you don't do that and you do it from above, it's gonna start spraying all over the place. So you go in, slowly, gently, press it in there. And here, I'll show you above what it looks like, just so you can see how it's coming out beautifully, beautifully. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lime. All right. And you know, I don't like to waste any lime, so I'm just gonna give it a rotation. Give it another squeeze and 1 more rotation and squeeze. Beautiful. Now, you don't want to throw this out because we're going to use this for the rim of the glass. I'll show you that in a bit. Let's get some ice. Now, I put in a few cubes, not too much. And I'm just using simple ice cubes, nothing crazy. Put that down, close this up, and give it a shake. And you'll start seeing the condensation on the shaker. It's getting cold. All right, that feels ready. That feels ready. Now, let's move this over for a second. All right, so we've got our margarita glass. And a lot of people do this differently. So we're gonna take the wedge from the lime. And just on the outside, I don't know if you can see it here, but just on the outside, the edge, you rotate around the glass. Give it a little rotation. nice and not too wet, just a little moist, moist enough for the salt. Okay, we got that wet. There are different things you can do. Sometimes I like to have a spicy margarita. So what you do is you take some jalapenos, you cut them up as well, and you can throw them in to the cocktail. Or you could also add some chili pepper to the salt mix for the rim. Today we're just doing straight classic margarita. So I like to use kosher salt. It's got a bigger grain. I don't like that super fine salt. Doesn't really work with me. So here's what you do. Take that, you got the kosher salt, pour some salt, that should be plenty. So you have the salt on a plate, and then slowly you rotate the glass slowly, and you'll be able to see in the camera. I mean, I'm not a bartender, I'm not an expert, but for a homemade margarita, I think it's pretty good. And you can see you got a beautiful salted rim. Now, I like to drink my margarita on the rocks. Some people like it neat, some people like it frozen. I like it on the rocks. So, I'll throw in some cubes. That's enough ice. All right, and now we'll give it just one more. Beautiful. Let's give it a little pour over the ice, over the rocks. I could already smell the agave and the lime. It smells so good. So good. Can't wait to drink this. Beautiful. Now, there's two ways you can garnish this. Sometimes if I'm lazy, I'll just cut a slice of the lime and throw it in there. Sometimes if I'm entertaining guests, if I have people over, I'll do something a little bit special. Today, I'll do something special. So, take the lime. All right, you cut yourself a little wheel. Let's get that out of the way. And what you want to do is, so you got yourself a nice wheel. What you want to do is, you want to make an incision, but not all the way to the middle. Just like maybe 3 or 4 millimeters before you get to the middle. This way, the lime will actually stand. So you'll see I'll make an incision right here. See that? Then you put that right over here, and you have yourself a beautiful, beautiful, tasty margarita. Clase Azul Classic Margarita. Cheers. Let's see how this tastes. It smells amazing. So good. The smell, the flavors, and the salt, it actually enhances the flavors even more. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Clase Azul Classic Margarita. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever had a Clase Azul Margarita or how you make your margaritas and what you're doing for Cinco de Mayo. Because for me, Cinco de Mayo is just an extra excuse to drink some good tequila, hang out with friends, and make some margaritas. So cheers.